Gentleman yields back. I now recognize Mr. Thompson to strike the last word.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. 89 years ago, President Roosevelt signed the Social Security Act into law, creating the single most impactful anti-poverty program in our nation's history. For 89 years, Social Security has ensured our seniors can retire with dignity and those who are disabled can have the support that they need. Yet this administration has put Social Security on the chopping block. They want to privatize Social Security. Elon Musk has called it the biggest Ponzi scheme of all time and has suggested it will be the primary target of his cutting efforts. My colleague mentioned that the Republicans' sole purpose, focus is to improve customer services. Well, it's interesting because these cuts that have already coming out of the administration are already in the works. DOGE announcing the closure of 47 field offices and 6 regional offices. How does that improve customer service? Career professional staff and former administrators of Social Security have warned that for the first time in 80 years, benefits may be disrupted. Mr. Chairman, my phones have been ringing off the hook from calls from constituents frightened that they won't receive their benefits. In my district, 153,000 people receive Social Security. Over 120,000 retirees, over 6,000 children, 8,000 widows, and over 12,000 disabled workers. And this amounts to $286 million every month coming into my district from Social Security checks. And that multiplies across our community, improving the economic situation at home. And that's the same for everybody on this dais. The multiplier effect of these Social Security checks coming into your community can make or break your local economy. I understand why my Republican colleagues have canceled their town halls and refused to answer questions, refused to bring witnesses in. They know that what they're doing is wildly unpopular, since 87% of Americans say supporting Social Security should be a top priority for Congress. The American public deserves to know. They're demanding to know what this administration plans to do with Social Security. If this administration claims to be the most transparent in history, why are our Republican colleagues not interested in voting to ensure that that transparency is in effect with this resolution? Mr. Chairman, this is the most significant committee in Congress. Please exercise the authority you have to ensure that Americans know what the future of their Social Security holds. And I yield the remainder of my time to Mr. Larson.
Just briefly, because I wanted to, I have great admiration for the chairman of the Social Security subcommittee and his demeanor and how he always conducts himself. And we did send a letter, asking for Elon Musk to be here. And I know the gentleman's sincere when he says we've got to work together to solve this. We do. So we have a plan. Let's put it out there and have a vote. If you've got a plan, by all means, put it out there. It seems like the person who has a plan is Elon Musk. And that's why we've asked that he come before here to please explain to us what his plan is. I don't see where that is such an astounding thing to ask for in a democracy and in a democratic republic. We have a plan. You disagree with it? That's fine. That's what a democracy is all about. Are there improvements that could be made? Of course, there always are. Are there compromises that could be made? Certainly. But to do nothing and then to stonewall and say that Elon Musk doesn't have to come before us, let's have Martin O'Malley in, the commissioner, so we can actually look at what other federal agency do you know that operates the largest insurance program for under 1% administrative costs, and laying off people that reach out to people, especially in rural areas, and shutting those down so that they can't get the service they need, and then calling Social Security incompetent?
Gentleman's time has expired.